fifth grade. Happy Friday. Okay, today I'm going to read to you pages 98 to 100, and you guys can read on your own pages 101 through 103. Okay, then there will be 2 rap questions, so look out for them. They're going to be in a doc. So you just have to click the doc to type into it, and to record your responses. If you can't do that, take a picture of it, of your work, do it on loose leaf paper, take a picture of it, and you could send it to us on Class Dojo. Okay, so we could accept it either way, whatever works best for you. Okay, listen up. Here we go, page 98. Introduced you on the long-lost son from Siam, His Royal Highness, Yule Watson. Brian stepped into the living room with a real mean scowl on his face. Not only had Dad cut all of the Byron's hair off, he'd also shaved his head. By's head was so shiny it looked like it was wet. And Mrs. Watson, Dad said, you can't possibly deny this is your child. You can tell this boy has got a ton of Sans blood in him. Look at those ears. Poor Byron. If he'd have known how far his ears stuck out to the side, I bet he never would have gotten that butter. Mama put her hands over her mouth and said, Lord, don't blame that on my side of the family. Someone switched this child at the hospital. Joey laughed because she was relieved Byron hadn't been executed. Mama and Dad laughed at Byron's ears, but none of them laughed as hard as me. Go get the broom and dustpan and sweep that garbage up in the bathroom. Then go stay in your room. This is it, Bye. You're old enough now, and you've been told enough. This time something's going to be done. Now beat it. Dad's forehead was all wrinkled when he said this. They sent me and Joey outside so they could have one of those adult-only talks. When me and Joey drifted back into the house after what seemed long enough for them to talk, Dad was on the telephone. He was holding the receiver away from his ear and making a funny face. I could hear someone yelling from the phone. Dad whispered to Mama. Why does she think she's got to yell into the phone for a long-distance call? Mama whacked his arm and whispered back, You leave my mom alone. They were talking to Grandma Sands all the way in Alabama. Me and Joey crowded up next to them on the couch and heard Grandma Sands yell, This is costing y'all a fortune. Daniel, let me talk to my baby again. Daddy handed the phone back to Mama, then dug his finger around in his ear like he was going deaf. Mama gave Dad a dirty look and said, Okay, Mama, we'll be getting back with you. We love you. Bye-bye. She said this stiff Southern style, and that was it. We thought that was the end of Byron's last adventure until a week later when Dad brought home a TTAB 700 in the Bronx Bomber. Okay, now we're going to move on to Chapter 8. It's called The Ultra Glide. I don't know why we didn't catch on that something different was really going to happen this time. Mama and Dad started acting real strange right after they talked to Grandma Sands. First, Mama started writing in a notebook and adding things up and subtracting things. Then Dad and Joey and Rufus and me started driving all over Flint, buying things for the brown bomber. We stopped at Genesee Junkyard and bought a new antenna for the radio and 4 new used tires. Then we stopped at Mr. Biller's garage and had the tires put on the car. Then we stopped at the Yankee store and bought some spark plugs and some oil and antifreeze. Then we got our next door neighbor, Mr. Johnson, to help put all that stuff in the car. Then we washed and waxed the brown bomber. When Byron walked by while we were working on it, he said, Y'all done real good. It still looks like a turd on wheels, but I gotta admit, now it looks like a polished turd. Okay, go ahead, read pages 101, 102, and 103, and make sure you answer the 2 rap questions for today, okay? Okay, thank you so much. Bye, guys.